Long ago, in the very beginning of time, there were two brothers named Cain and Aaron. They were the sons of the first people on earth, Adon and Eliah. Cain, the older brother, worked hard in the fields. He grew fruits, vegetables, and grains from the soil. Aaron, the younger one, cared for flocks of sheep and loved being with the animals. One day, both brothers decided to bring gifts to God as an offering. Cain gathered some of the crops he had grown. Aaron chose the best parts from his flock, the healthiest and finest lambs. They each placed their offerings before the Lord. God looked with joy upon Aaron's offering. It was clear that Aaron had given the very best he had, with a heart full of love and faith. But when God looked at Cain's gift, he was not as pleased. Cain had only brought some of his harvest, not the best of his crops, and not with the same joyful spirit. When Cain saw that God was more pleased with Aaron's offering, he felt a fire of jealousy and anger grow inside him. His face became dark and troubled. God saw Cain's heart and spoke gently to him. "Why are you so angry, Cain? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, you will be accepted. But if you do not do what is right, sin is waiting for you. It wants to have you, but you must rule over it." But Cain didn't listen. He couldn't shake the jealous feelings from his heart. Instead of being happy for his brother, his anger grew deeper. One day, while the two brothers were out in a field, Cain turned to Aaron. "Come with me," he said. Aaron followed, not knowing what Cain was thinking. Suddenly, Cain picked up a rock and struck Aaron. The blow was strong and deadly. Aaron fell to the ground and did not move again. Cain had let his jealousy turn into something terrible. Later, God came to Cain and asked, "Where is your brother Aaron?" Cain looked away and answered coldly, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" But God knew what had happened. He looked at Cain and said, "What have you done? Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." Because of what Cain had done, God told him that life would become very difficult. From now on, the ground will no longer give you crops easily. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. Cain became afraid. "My punishment is more than I can bear," he said. "Anyone who finds me might try to kill me." But even after what Cain had done, God still showed mercy. He placed a special mark on Cain, a sign that would protect him. "If anyone harms Cain, they will suffer 7 times as much," God declared. So Cain left his home and went to live in a faraway land called Nod. He was alone, far from his family, carrying the heavy burden of his actions. The story of Cain and Aaron reminds us of the dangers of jealousy and anger. These feelings can grow if we don't deal with them, and they can lead to harm. It also teaches us that doing what is right matters more than just giving things. What we offer from our hearts is more important than the things we give with our hands. And perhaps most of all, it reminds us that even when people make terrible choices, God still cares for them. He wants them to learn and grow, and He offers mercy even when we fall.